What's good, OBT? I just want to give you guys a quick warning before clicking onto this video, or before we just get started with this video, that this is not to encourage any kind of conduct or to, persuade anyone to do anything. This is just a topic of conversation to entertain, to inform, also to teach. And I just want to make sure you guys are being safe and you guys are not doing nothing stupid out here. This is all fun and laughs, but also this is a serious topic, so I just wanted to give you guys a warning. If you guys are underage and feel like you can't have this conversation yet, then don't click on the video. Just click off and be ready for the next one. But if you feel like you have questions, you want to learn more information from two sides, and you feel like this is a good space, then that's all right. This is what this video is for. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick warning before clicking on this video, so I'll see you guys later. What's good, OBT? It's your boy Obi back with another video, man. And we got a special guest with this one. We got Markayla here. Say what's up.
Hello.
Now, this video is different. It's a more informational video. This is why I got a woman's, aspect of it, because this is a very sensitive topic for some people. And this is to help y'all, all right? So, if you got anything to say in the comments, let me know what you think about this after the whole thing's done. So, let's get into this video. First of all, I'm skipping through the intro. I need to start doing that. Love all that intro shit. Let's get to the people.
What?
There we go. Let's get to it. It's really surprised me. One of them is a virgin.
I know who you're talking about.
One, go.
What was the question?
Is oral sex counts as losing your virginity? First, let's answer it. Then we'll hear them answer. No.
No.
Hell no. Because it's a different aspect of things.
I think it's a part of sex.
It is a part of it,
but it's not.
It's not the full
penetration.
Exactly. Most people consider penetration as it. So also, I forget, we gotta be careful with our words here.
Okay, sorry.
So make it as clean as you can. So without insatiation, what is it? Was that word?
Incestation?
No, not incestation. Insertion. Without that, I feel like that's really...
Penetration is a fine word to say.
I know, but still, I'm trying to make it as clean as possible. Okay. Insertion, that's really what dignifies the whole virginity thing, because that's, that's your private space.
Okay. Yes.
Your mouth is open to anything. Shit, are you a virgin if you eat a hot dog? Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man. I don't know. I feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But then some other shit started coming to my mind, so we need to...
let's get to it.
I mean, I believe that we call it oral sex for a reason, because you get the same benefits from somebody's mouth as you would from vaginal.
No, you don't.
How?
It's two different feelings, dog. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So it is sex.
I mean, it will feel
I
good.
agree with that,
I'm saying, but he said it is sex, but I'm saying
no.
It is, but it's not like
I said, it's a part
of
sex.
it. It's a piece of it.
Yeah,
but it's
I don't
not.
think it's actually.
It's like growing up. That's what sex is. It's right. It's the full the whole thing. But that makes sense because you're getting to the same end goal. So
no, it's not the same end goal.
No,
it's
virgins,
in a way
they're clearly virgins.
In a way that it does end the same. It's not always guaranteed
no,
shit.
Absolutely not.
For both sides.
Because people could not know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly. I've been through that many times. Motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, hearing you all say that, it makes me rethink kind of. I've just always assumed it's just penetration.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, losing my virginity means receiving it through my back end. If you don't know what I'm saying.
Your back end? Wait, so are you...
I think he's...
I'm not assuming. I'm going to wait for him to say it.
Okay.
Through your back end.
That's just my own personal definition of what virginity to me is.
I am afraid of having
You're
sex.
afraid of it.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's what I think. People are... Oh my God, this is surprising.
Afraid, right?
Oh no, I agree.
This is
I was personally scared.
Okay.
I was hella nervous.
Yeah, see, this is where I can't chime in on this one. So
I held out for a long time. Well, I would say I was probably one of the last people out of my friends.
Out of your
I
group,
guess. Yeah. But it was out of me being nervous. I was hella scared. I don't know what I was scared of, but it's just scary. But then it's also, it's because sex can be traumatizing too.
Mm-hmm.
So them being afraid of it, they probably went through some shit or seen some shit that just wasn't right.
Or heard stories.
or heard stories or like accidentally seen sex, you know, like when you weren't kind of ready to see it. Like I definitely walked on my mom before.
That's crazy.
Which and that was like traumatizing.
Yeah.
I like went to school and told my friends. And then it was crazy because that, you know, when your mom would like come to lunch with you, like they would come to lunch and have lunch with you.
My mom never really did.
Well, parents
like
can
that.
do that.
They can, yeah. I've seen it multiple times.
And that morning, my mom came to my lunch.
After you told everybody?
Yes.
Holy shit.
And I was so like, I was like, oh fuck. I was so embarrassed.
For the men's side, it is scary because you're more worried about how you're going to do. Okay. That's all it is. Like, that's the only thing scaring dudes. How are we going to go? Like, how are we going to do? That's the only thing that scares us. And other than that, like, men should not be scared. Because really, at the end of the day...
you want to know what also scary? Sorry to cut you off. Is fucking STDs.
Yeah, that's it. Really, just... That's really... It's the thing that scares them.
Yeah.
Pregnancies, STDs, all that shit.
The outcomes of
the
it.
outcomes.
Yeah.
But that's for people that are actually fucking stupid and don't know what they're doing. You gotta teach the shit.
All right, I'm definitely not afraid. I'm actually kind of wait. You guys are afraid of sex? I know my path. I will get married. I will have sex with my wife, and it's going to be great. I have no fear about that whatsoever.
You're like exposing yourself at your rawest form to another human being.
Who I love.
Who you love, yeah, okay, that's true.
Who loves me.
It shouldn't be scary.
But
sex
not,
shouldn't
like,
be scary.
At all, like, even nervous?
No.
I'm saying it's just nerves, dude. It's not scared. It's just nerves. You're nervous. You're always going to be nervous doing something for the first time.
Something new, yeah.
I mean, I'm talking right now, so I don't know how I'll be in the room. But, like, if it's a person who I love and we've dated and we know each other and we know how we work, communication is key.
Hopefully they ask that question about marriage.
Just in general, I feel like I'm going to be extremely awkward.
That's why I don't want to talk about it now.
Yeah, so I'm a little scared, but
What's
I'm
Sarah
not
say?
really scared of losing it to the wrong person because no matter what, I intend for it to be just this monogamous one-time thing. But I am scared of that person perhaps not being the one that I'm supposed to be with forever, for the rest of my life.
But not like that or nothing.
Pressure does come from like porn.
But it's okay. I don't know.
This is my
I'm
thing.
like,
what
it's
people
okay
don't
to
get to.
have sex with them.
But here's the thing: people don't. They want to live by this standard of like the old days. Yeah, they're like, I want to be married with my person. This, and that.
That was my goal. That's what I'm saying. I held out for so long.
And that's the thing with people nowadays. It's not the same as when our parents or grandparents were around. It's a little different generation of people. And at this point, we're getting to points where we're like, there's no. People used to get shamed for doing this shit. Now. It's a fucking free world. We can do whatever
and also, it's low key praised now. Like,
it is.
Very much like in all the fucking songs and all the music videos and every single. When you scroll on your fucking Instagram, like all you see is ass. Like it's very much praised.
Like
now.
You know how much work we had to do back in the day to get even a bikini pic. Now I can go on Instagram and see one in 2 minutes.
I know, not even 2 minutes. The first picture that pops up, literally.
Like. Y'all got it easy this generation. I'm not even with that.
It paints a picture in your mind.
Niggas had to talk to girls for straight weeks just to get one pic.
Until they're satisfied. So if I'm going to be having sex, right? She expects like an iPhone Pro 12 Max, and all I have is a 12 Mini. You know, like that's
like
what
I
some
said,
guys
performance.
do, right?
He has
like,
small wiener.
No, that's what he's worried about. He kind of did out himself a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
He has a 12 Mini. I'm like a 12
But that's the
mini.
thing though. Like people that are scared of sex don't have confidence.
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of confidence in yourself to just be like, yo, I'm going crazy. But it's also a thing of people are scared because of other people's opinions. If you don't have an opinion about like or don't care for opinions, you're not about to.
If you're just in there to bust your nut,
exactly. And that's the thing with guys that are like in his case, they're scared of performers and all this shit. Bro, at the end of the day, the goal is only you get that nut. You don't. That's what it is for most guys.
I feel like you can't live up to those
most niggas don't care.
For the most part, you probably can't. It's fake.
I heard you whisper, I don't care, and I felt the same way. Like, I think that the right person wouldn't care.
Oh, I care.
Maybe we just have too much time to think about
I
these
definitely
things.
care.
Well, I didn't. What was
just because she was saying that someone wouldn't care about his small wiener.
Well,
I'd care.
All right.
We put too much pressure on ourselves for whatever reason to
But people
look a
always
certain way
say
or
like,
act
oh,
a
it's
certain way.
not about
And
the size.
you're
Size
gonna
of the
be
boat,
emotional
it's
in the
emotion,
ocean.
yeah.
Right, so why
Fuck
worry
that.
about
I'm saving myself for marriage.
I'm glad they asked this question because I
3,
want to talk about this too.
2, 1, go.
He's in the middle. All right. Before I'm not gonna pause in this section. I'm just getting everything out right now. This whole saving yourself for marriage thing it's great. It's a good goal. That's cool. But I'm telling you, this generation is not happening.
It's not realistic
It's not
anymore.
Not anymore. Because there is tons of families that you can go to right now. Their parents or grandparents were like, we fell in love as teenagers and we got married and we've been married for 57 years. Like, that's not a reality right now. I'm just saying. You don't want to be with, at this point in life, most of us are like, yo, I don't want to be with someone for the rest of my life and they be bad at this shit. Like, you got to spread your wings a little bit. Doesn't mean you're hoeing or whatever. You're just exploring options.
Yeah.
And gaining experience, that's fine.
Yeah.
Seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like, because that's the thing. And you get married to one person for a long time and that's your only person, you're gonna get bored.
And you might cheat, ruin the relationship.
Exactly.
Then it's just all
I'm
for
saying
nothing.
get all your shit out before you commit yourself to one person. Get all this exploring, whoreness, whatever you want to call it.
Ooh, exploring and whoring.
Get all this out before you say, yo, I'm ready to settle down, and that's it. It's gonna help your marriage a lot, because most of these people that are marrying young because this is the first person, they always either get a divorce or somebody ends up cheating.
But I agree with you, it's a good goal. That was my goal. That's what I'm saying. Like that, I really was not, this was not my plan.
Hey, I'm saying if you're that 1 in 1,000 that actually gets a married partner and stay for them, that's dope.
Yeah.
I would love to go for that. But, not everybody's situations are the same.
Saving myself for marriage was something I was taught growing up. It was something very indoctrinated to my mind. So, at a young age, I made that decision. I don't want to give that part of me to
that's
somebody
one funny
else
thing when people
that's
look
not
like their
going to take
names.
that journey with me.
I think the energy exchange between me and my future wife would just be so powerful that when we do get married, I'm just waiting for that moment, and I know that in the future years after that,
I understand, my brother,
great
but
sex after great sex
here's the
after
thing,
great
bro.
sex,
You might
because
suck
I've
at that
waited
shit
for
at
that
first,
moment,
and you
it's
waited,
something
and then you're gonna be like, you waited all this time,
but
and this shit was terrible.
Okay, first of all, I don't think sex is something so natural and something that is literally inevitable to happen. You're gonna know what to do in a sense, right?
Yeah, and plus, like,
I think your body will, at that point, your body will just kind of do its thing.
Yeah, and then it's just like you see so much stuff, so you kind of get a gist of what's going on.
Sure, but yeah.
Also, you gotta do some studying. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Like you
on
have
just
to,
anatomy.
Exactly. You have to study. You have to, deep dive into shit and learn. That's all it is. There's no problem with learning shit.
I haven't been in a relationship, and I'm not sure how.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't know what Sarah got going.
She's probably one of those just like get out my face type.
But then this is the thing too. We're judging her literally based off of her looks, off of how she's dressed, how she's presenting herself, and she could not be any of that. Like, she literally is Grace in the inside, but she want to look like
Halle Berry on the outside.
On me.
And that's what's crazy. Like, we do put a lot of these already assumptions. See, like, because at the beginning of the video, I was like, I can already tell who I'm surprised
even this man. But why do we think this? Because they're attractive? Like...
Yeah, it's like, when you see an attractive virgin, you're like,
probably.
whoa. Yeah, like...
At this point, but I also haven't dated anybody or been in any relationship, so I don't know how I'm going to act. I don't know if that's going to be my first
Especially being
She is very scary.
Pressure is going to be on me, so that's why I'm not on strongly agree, because I'm still a human, and I don't know.
Have many men asked you out on dates or tried to date you?
Yes, but
And she
I
turned them down.
usually run away because I'm scared.
What
I don't know
causes you to
why.
run away? What's
I think my
He's looking at her
mentality
like,
when
you
I
can't
was
be my
young
future wife?
of just being afraid of men in general, just because getting pregnant where I'm from wasn't abnormal at a young age, so I just never wanted that to happen to me.
Okay.
Just like her, I have zero relationship experience, except no one
understand the cowboy.
asked me to go out
It's
with
just
them.
giddy up.
Another
You get it.
compelling thing for
Giddy
me
up.
on saving my virginity to a marriage is that I had an unfortunate occasion on being sexually mishandled by a girl when I was young. I didn't know back then it was considered, not good until later on.
You're talking about, molested.
And it made me very protective, very selective.
Sexually mishandled.
That's a
I used
proper
to have
way of
that
putting it.
mentality of wanting to
Yeah.
wait till marriage. That was something when I was younger. I just, for some reason, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't grow up in a religious home where that was something that was expected at all. It was just a decision I wanted to make. But I think for me, it started to evolve into when I feel comfortable, when I feel it's someone that I want to have that experience with, but I didn't want it to be this like checkbox that I needed to have filled before I decided to make that decision.
I enjoy watching porn.
I do not
3,
like watching porn.
2, 1, go.
We'll dive into this too. You guys are so fucking weird, man. I never started watching like porn until after I lost mine, which is crazy. Like, it's so fucking backwards.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, porn is like, it's just like, it's not your ideal. It's just like,
Yes.
It's like, I don't expect.
It's fabricated.
Yeah, it's all like just played out and, it's scripted.
Yeah.
It's not really exactly what you're gonna expect
and
or what you're gonna
think
get.
that's why I don't like it.
Yeah,
Because it's
not
not
real.
intimate.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, it's not sexy to me either. It's like gross.
Nah, most of the dudes, we really just go for, it's like a fantasy type. We be like,
Yeah.
yo, this girl is
Fetish.
gorgeous. Yeah, exactly, fetish. Like, this girl's like my ideal girl. Like, she's my type.
Yeah.
I want to see, blah, 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 blah. For me, like, I just go for either you gotta have a look of, either it's like a concept, like, the categories.
Yeah.
Or it's like,
The categories be funny as shit though.
yeah, they do have tons of
And like
crazy
that's
shit.
that's what's weird about me when I watch watch porn, is it's like humorous to me.
It's funny because
I laugh.
and that's the thing. That's why, guys, we just skip through shit. We don't watch the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I've literally
Too much talking.
I've never watched a full video of my life. Even ones that are 18 minutes, 30 minutes. I've never watched the full one. I literally skip through, go through certain shit, check it out. All right, this video sucks. To the next one.
Yeah. It's one time I just pressed play on the DVD player and it just started fucking playing. Like someone clearly forgot to take it out.
That's
A
funny.
lot of dopamine.
So it's
we
traumatizing
technically all
to
do
me, I
enjoy
guess.
it,
Like,
but it's the
I
after
couldn't
the
eat my
fact you
cereal in
realize,
the morning,
like
'cause
how horrible that
the
was.
milk reminded
You're
me of
watching two
food.
people have
Wow.
sex through a phone screen in the bathroom. It's kind of disgusting. I'm on like over 1,000 days no fap. I haven't watched porn in over 1,000 days, so I was exposed to it at like
So you really have to read what no fat means?
I'd never heard this.
Yeah.
10 years old. It's not natural. It's not healthy at all.
I try not to watch it, but when I do watch it,
'Cause
I
he's a
do
hornball. He
enjoy
wants
it. I have to be honest here. But I really have been trying to do more no-fap, but I'm just not to 1,000 days or anything.
No. My bad. I was told to watch my mouth and I'm
Yeah.
It's like a private experience. I mean, y'all
Here's the thing. I have. Hey, I'm coming to y'all for the real because this is real answers. The longest I've went without watching porn is probably like 3 weeks.
Damn, so you watch this shit consistently?
Yeah, I'd be bored as hell.
What do you go on, Pornhub?
We're not gonna give them tools to go look for stuff. No, I just go on whatever.
You can find porn anywhere.
Exactly,
You can
you
find it
can.
on Twitter.
You can, but here's the thing: I'm not informing you where to go. I'm not getting in trouble because
I'm like, I'll tell you.
I'm not getting in trouble because you. And then it's really that after you feel like you feel so
Do you
disgusted.
have your favorite porn star?
Yes, I have a list.
Oh,
I remember them by name.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I have like a top 5 from like all races too.
Oh, that's cool.
We got the white girls, you know, the black girls,
The
all them.
Asians.
Every ethnicity, I got a top 5.
Go out and say, hey y'all, I watch porn and stuff. I mean, I see watching porn as like an
I think that's really
outlet
interesting.
of like my sexual frustration. Like it helps me like maintain my virginity.
Because I haven't had sex myself and experienced that, it's been almost a tool for me to kind of learn and understand how sex works. 'Cause I
Exactly.
didn't
It's
know
just a
way
learning tool.
classes
It's a learning
or
tool.
anything
Okay.
like that.
I
There are
can agree.
different types of porn, right?
so
Some
would
are
agree.
like more romantic and natural, I feel like, and some are a little bit crazy. There's
like that hardcore shit.
Is natural and how it actually would be. I don't think it's all bad.
So do you believe that what you see in the porno videos is actually how people have sex in real life?
No, not in most.
I think about having sex a lot. 3, 2, 1, go.
You're scared of it, but you fucking think about it all the time. You hypocrite.
This one.
For a while, like
Manuel.
Okay.
Emmanuel, whatever his name was.
It was Emmanuel. Okay, but here's the thing. It's like once you're a kid and you go through these phases of time where you're like, dude, this is like, I can't stop thinking about it. So, and that's the thing. You're just, temptation is always in your face. Yeah. Temptation is always in your face. So you're always going to be like, damn. You're thinking about it without even trying. Like, you come across a girl on Instagram, she look like a cute picture, you be like, damn, she's fine as shit. I would do this, and that to her. I'm like, it's inevitable because there's social media just all over the place, and then you can see a girl on the street, and you be like, damn, I'm just, It's all around you. It's not saying that you think about it all the time, but it's like at the same time, it's like
so in your face.
It's in your face.
Yeah.
It's hard not to.
I think that, like, okay, but without social media, without it being
without
in your
it,
face,
so
like,
just being like a regular person, like
yeah,
I could be watching a movie, I could watch a movie. I could be working.
I feel like,
and then shit just pops up in your head.
Yeah, well, something turns you on. I think the only thing that I ever like to be like, oh, like I'm starting to think about sex. I'm thinking of like something is obviously turning me on.
For me, nah. For guys, I'm not gonna lie. It could be anything. We can watch me fucking Sesame Street and then go like, fuck it, I'm about to go look at something. It could be
what
anything.
about Sesame Street made you think about it?
That's the thing. It just randomly comes up in your mind.
You
can have a special guest on the show. She'd be like, damn, she's cute.
Exactly. Something triggered it. You're being triggered.
Mm.
That don't make sense.
It does. But I'm saying it's like, it could, at the same time, it could be anything. You can be watching a music video or listening to songs.
Yes.
You don't even have to visually see anything.
Exactly. It's a trigger. Yeah. Just anything in your mind. Like if I think about something or like if something reminds me of something, it's going to make me think about sex.
Yeah. And it's like
kind
that.
Of low-key thought something was wrong with me because I never thought about it at all. It's not something that ever popped up. I always knew I was a little different because I just never thought about it or wanted to think about it.
I feel the same way, actually. I thought something was wrong too, and then one of my friends was like, well, maybe you're asexual. And
yes, I saw that, and I Googled it, and I was like, is this me?
Yeah, and I kind of took offense to it.
Like,
it made me feel like something's wrong with me, you know?
And that's the thing.
I do think
Why does sex have to be on your fucking mind?
And that's a good thing. Like, I wish there was, like, people that can say they have control of their urges and shit like that. Because most people don't. Like, there's literally freaks and weirdos that masturbate like 5 times a day and shit like that. Like I said, it's once you grow up and then you do that, that's what it is. Because when you're like 14 or even, it's starting young now, like at 12 years old till you're like mid-20s, you're like, bro, like all I'm trying to do is just like, zoom in your boom shit. You hear me? That's just really what's on people's mind is like.
But isn't that within those age? That's natural because your hormones are changing. Like all of that shit.
And that's what I'm saying.
On.
People don't know how to control their hormones sometimes. It's a learning thing.
Think about
it's
it a
natural,
lot.
I don't think it's abnormal.
I thought about it a lot more when I wasn't abstaining from like porn and masturbation. Instead of just thinking about it and just either going to waste it out by just masturbating, obviously, or going to find a partner to do it with. Instead, I just sit down, crisscross, and I literally just meditate, and then I focus on channeling that sexual desire that we're all born with, and I channel it into something that actually would benefit me, like making YouTube videos, working out.
For me, I constantly think more about finding the right partner for me, finding the right guy in my relationship.
There we go. Okay. So you
went through like really bad fallouts with like other people.
He was confirmed when he said something about his back end.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to hear one more
someone
evidence.
To someone's like outside my family.
Our culture focuses on women's virginity more than men's.
That is true.
I would believe so, because like what you were saying, like if a girl is a whore, a girl's a hoe. But a guy it's natural because they need to get their nut.
No, I don't know.
Bro, how the fuck do you not know? All right, I'll go to this example for me. Let's say I've talked to a bunch of my friends. They was like, bro, so if a girl has the same amount of bodies as you do, would you wife her? You'd be like, fuck no. And I'm like, why though?
Yeah.
Like, why? She's done as much as you have, but, you know, that's not
your excuse.
Exactly. I'm like, so you're like, you can't mess with her just because she's done the same amount as you have. Because, like, what does that say? You be like, nah, bro, she's easier. Like, but that means you're easy too. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's just, when it comes to guys, it's such a double standard.
Or you like an easy girl. Like, obviously, if you can fuck all these girls.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's just, it's the biggest double standard, I feel like, in the world. Because guys can have 100 bodies, thousands of bodies, blah, blah, blah. But a girl has over 10, she's a hoe.
Yeah. And it's like, why?
Exactly. It's like, here's the thing. I have, like, my thing where I'm like, yo, if I do say, like, yo, this is my girl, it's the thing with the guys. We want to have, like, security arms. Like, we want to feel like we're the only one that, you know, that has them and shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's really where that whole thing comes from. But I'm saying just in this generation, it's not possible, bro. I guarantee you, somebody's been with your girl before you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a 99% chance somebody's been with your girl before you. And it's a very rare to find one that's like, you know, I only been with like one person or two person, but things like that. And that's rare.
I'm like, I fucking wish. Like, I literally wish that was the case for me. But it's literally not. But it's not because my intentions were to just be out here fucking everybody.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's not
things
even...
just kind of happen.
And that's the thing where they have the whole terminology of who's hoes and who's not. My thing is, I break it down to like a thing. So hoes, I feel like, are people that are really like misleading people. Those are hoes. If you just like, if you're like, yo, I feel this person, I like this person, all right, let's do this. And then you're on a thing like, yo, I'll just leave it at that. You're okay with being friends, you're okay with doing this. Doesn't mean you're a hoe.
Okay, but also if you don't care, like you don't care at all about who it is.
Yeah, you're just like, shit, I'm just going blah, blah, blah. And then you're leading people on to believe like, yo, you know, you want, let's say like you're messing with a dude and then like he wants to take you serious, but you're like, nah, I'm like, you didn't tell him you don't want to be your friend. You're like, nah, I'm just not trying to mess with you. I just want blah, blah, blah. And then that's some hoe shit because you are leading them to believe that, yo, you want something more. Like, you're basically manipulating them.
Yes. Why were you manipulating him?
Yeah, like, you're freaking making him take you out to eat.
Right.
Let him buy you shit.
That is some hoe shit.
That's hoe shit. But if, like, you just want to, you know, mess with who you want to mess with, that's fine.
Exactly.
That's not hoeing.
It's your body. It's your choice. It's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And, if your intentions are right, like...
Yeah. If your intentions are cool, there's no problem. But if you're in here to, like, to finesse people and get stuff out of people, that's hoe shit.
I feel like men are more praised when they're a virgin. I feel like people put more attention on them whenever they are a virgin. It's a bigger deal.
I know growing up, the people who I was taught by put a lot of pressure to keep yourself pure or to, you know, cover yourself as a woman for the sake of men. Either we're seen as more promiscuous if we do it, or we're seen as more prude if we don't.
Yeah.
I would counter that by saying for a guy, you're seen as like, what's wrong with you? Like, if you're still a virgin.
Whereas there was a lot of peer pressure for like the guys, tons of peer pressure because like you don't want to be that one in the last group that like, all your homies been, you know, messing with females, but you haven't. Like, that's a lot of peer pressure that guys go through. We don't want to be the last one or whatever. Like, but here's the thing: there's no problem with that.
And I was just gonna say, but that's okay. It's literally okay.
This shit's not a competition
at all.
And dudes try to make it such a competition to where it starts ruining friendships and it messes with people's mental because they're like, and then you start getting, and that's really what makes motherfuckers go crazy and start being, you know, that leads to motherfuckers raping people because. You're like, shit, I'm just trying to get whatever, and I don't care how I'm going to get it. I'm like, that's the thing. It's all that pressure to be like, girls don't want me, I'm going to get it some kind of way. And that's really, like, that shit's just weird.
Well,
and then
the fact is you probably just didn't have no motherfucking game.
Exactly. And then you don't have that confidence in yourself because there's motherfuckers that really be like, I want this girl to talk to me, this, and that. You don't have confidence in yourself to even talk to the female.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Or in a virgin, it's like, okay, finally you're on our team now. You're normal now. Okay. So we almost kind of get like shamed, like, who's that guy? You know?
Yeah. I'll take a step for you, bro.
And then also, just real quick on this last topic, it's always the confidence thing with me because I got told this as a kid because I was like always heartbroken to females and this and that. The worst thing a female can say to you is no. it's not that big a deal, dog.
Yeah.
The worst thing she say is no. So go out there, spit your game, run it up. If you get the number, you get the number.
Without a fail.
Exactly. If she says no, who gives a fuck? Move on to the next one, dog.
You better find next, honey. You better get
great. I'm saying we got tons of fish in this water. We all going swimming.
Men get shamed for not.
Exactly.
That's messed up.
You know, especially when like older male virgins get ridiculed. It's like, why aren't you like, you know, having a girlfriend or something? Why aren't you getting married soon? Or, you're an incel then, right? I mean, it's just a different dynamic when it comes to, you know, being ridiculed as a female virgin compared to like a male virgin.
Being a virgin is tied to my religion. 3, 2, 1, go.
It is my decision, but it is very much tied to my Catholicism and what we're taught about the sacred, just the holiness of the body and the soul, and the value that your virginity is, not even just, you know, from a strictly biological sense, but the fact that you're willing to wait and you're willing to put off something that the world is trying to push on you.
Isn't being a virgin?
That is true, because there's tons of religions out there that are like, yo, you're preserving yourself for your husband, for your wife, and things like that. Especially like, you know, the Christians, Mormons, you know, Muslims, things like that. It's like you're preserving yourself for your, you know, future mate. But that's the thing, though. You never know who your future mate is in general. You don't know unless like they're in your face and say, hey, I'm your future mate.
Yeah. But also, like, I have an answer to my own question, because when she said this, I thought, like, how does sex disvalue your body at all? Like, why do you need to preserve it? Like, how can it affect you? As a woman's anatomy, it affects you way more than a male's anatomy, because literally my body can literally change. And also I can get not even like STDs, but like just other bacterial like situations. Yeah,
there's a lot of things that women have to go through for like
and also shit. Like I don't know if I should even say this, but No, let's just pass it. Because if you have to question it, don't even say it. Okay. But yeah, like there's...
They all say like no premarital sex.
Well, if you're not religious though, maybe individually it's
just
not
preserving yourself.
It
is good.
Yes, I'm not religious. I don't go to church as much as I should, but it's my decision. It's not a religion for me.
Yeah.
The way I see it is God put us here for reasons, and most people don't follow those reasons, but the few who do, they are rewarded for following the path. So I almost kind of see it as almost kind of like a superpower, that God is like, hey man, you're on my side, you're doing my work, you're walking my path, good work. Like,
but they smack on the ass. I saw that. He's like, good. He said, good game.
I'm crying.
Nah, but anyway, with that one, it's like, yes, we are here for a purpose and things like that. But here's the thing, though, there are tons of God's rules that you probably don't follow.
Yeah.
Just because you don't follow one doesn't mean that he doesn't love you the same.
One sin is not greater than
exactly.
another.
Just because, you know, you stole some candy, but you know,
you're still not
you're helping your grandma with groceries, bringing them in the house. That's good shit.
Yeah. I'm
saying one good deed, you know, outweighs a lot of bad deeds. Okay. Sometimes.
I'm like, can it be the other way around too?
No, one bad deed always outweighs the good ones you do shit at some point. It's a flip or flop thing. You can have 50 good deeds, and then your one deed can like probably like disvalue that shit. Or you know you did so many bad deeds, but one super good deed you did, you know, it says the value of that shit too. Like shit, you can jaywalk, punch a little baby in the face, but you save somebody from a burning house. That can eliminate a lot of bad deeds.
Okay.
I mean, it's true.
Like it's gonna be what?
I mean, like sex does create new life, right? So if you're abstaining from that, you're not just giving it to just about anybody. That is a superpower because it's staying within your own self. And
the reason why I think humans it's for reproduction. It's not for enjoyment. Yeah. It's not for pleasure. We do get pleasured, but that is what I think the purpose of sex is.
Yeah.
If you can learn how to control it and channel that sexual energy through by other means, you can put more work into your school, into your job, passion, hobby, instead of just having it stay as sexual energy.
Right. And well, and you know, just relying on that answer as it's my religion, you know, staying faithful to what you believe in anything, not just sex, it can be very difficult because we are human, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, just because we have the excuse or reasoning of religion doesn't make it any easier for us.
All right. Good talk. Good TED talk. Okay. Now, that was a lot. I feel like this video is about to be longer than I expected. This is probably about to be like 30 minutes. So I'm not talking no more. I'm like, yo, you got everything we said. And there's going to be more questions. I feel like there are. So like I said, you can go to the comments. You know, if you have any more questions, please leave them below. Because I know this is more for the young people that are curious. You know, they want more information. And if you need an outlet, you can't talk to your parents about everything. So shoot, I'm gonna be a free outlet. Ask me some questions. I will answer them as, you know, truthful as I can, you know, to a point. Because, you know, I'm an adult. You guys are, I don't know how old you guys are, whatever that. But shoot, how you feel about this video? It was very informational for me.
I loved it. I think it was a really like eclectic group of people too, to see like different sides of things. But yeah, I think they asked really good questions. And I think we had great commentary to bounce off of it too. So
and shoot, that's gonna do it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one.